So, you want to hear another story? Vault Hunters is a 16.3 mod pack developed by Iskal and the dev team. It was released in the Iskal 85 Discord server due to curseforge taking a long time to approve the mod pack. When it will release on CF at this date, I don't know, nobody knows, but I will make sure to update the video and description when it does come out. However, this video will go over everything you at least need to know and understand the basics of the mod pack, as well as some helpful hints and tips to do when playing the mod pack. Now, what is Vault Hunters? Well, it's a mod pack structured around loot running and somewhat like a roguelike, tied with elements of RPG, like skills and such. So Borderlands 2 without the story, and you're just running dungeons. Vaults in this case. In this mod pack, other mods that do exist in this game, such as Refined Storage and Reply Engine 2, are quote-unquote locked behind a research tree, so you're strictly playing vanilla until you lock these mods to such desire. More on that later and how to do that. Now, as you progress through the mod pack, you will begin to increase the yellow bar at the bottom right of your hotbar. This shows your current level, stated at level 0 right now. Every time you level, you'll gain a skill point. However, there are other ways to get these skill points and levels outside of leveling and doing vaults. More on that later. However, every time you do level, the vaults will get harder. It starts getting harder at level 3, and every level, so on after so. Now, these skill points are used in order to make you stronger when you go back to the vault, such as parry, which gives you a chance to passively parry an incoming attack to nullify any damage it would have done. Again, more on this later as well. So, you may be wondering, how does one actually get into the Vault mod pack itself if everything's just locked? Well, as Iskal 85 intends to play 20 hours of vanilla before even starting the mod pack itself. So that means going through normal progression, normal everything, killing the inner dragon, and going to the end cities. You see, because to actually start this, you need a vault altar, which requires 4 obsidian, a diamond block, and 4 purple blocks. Now, you can go to an end city and grab an elytra and grab the 4 purple blocks, or you can alternatively grab 4 coarse fruit, smelt that into popped coarse fruit, and make 4 purple blocks like that. Again, it's up to you. I personally went to an end city to get an elytra. However, the world that you're gonna see is not my world. Everything, this is all creative. The world I'm in is purely survival, so don't worry, I'm not a cheater. Now, another thing you're going to need as well is going mining for something called Vault Rock ore. In front of me is as such. It roughly blends in with stone as well, and it's much more rare than diamonds at diamond level as well. So, the best way to deal with not having to go back down the mine is either A, silk touch it for fortune use, or B, if you have fortune right now, require at least fortune 3 because you want a lot of it, is to mine it up. And of course I got unlucky and got 1 Vault Rock, but this does work with fortune. It's just if you want it, it's probably best to silk touch it first, wait till you get fortune 3, and then go ahead and break it open for more Vault Rocks, because these are very rare and you don't want to go back in. Though you can get more in the vaults, you're really going to bank on the chance of trying to find more in the vault. Now, what you're going to do is right-click the altar with the rock. A GUI pops up with 4 mini pedestals showing items that you need to create a crystal from this rock. So, you may be lucky or unlucky. It's all up to RNG at this point. Now, as you see, when you start putting everything in, and you finally put the last ingredient in you need to complete this, okay. The last ingredient to complete this, you need a button to activate the altar itself, so that way the Vault Rock can create a crystal. Now the crystal can have 4 types of rarities. that being common, rare, epic, and omega. The higher the tier, the better the loot, but the harder the mobs and the vault itself. So if you don't want to do an omega your first run, you do not have to. You can always craft again if you want to. Keep in mind though, if you put a rock into the thing, that is the recipe no matter what. You cannot take it out and redo the recipe. Whatever you get is what you get. So may RNG be on your side. Now, when you finally have everything there, what you're gonna need is a blackstone portal. So, you can have 10 blackstone, or if you're a Chad, 14, or however much you want. Right-click the portal with the crystal, just like a flint and steel. And the portal will now glow depending on the rarity. All you have to do is enter the portal, if you're ready. But be warned, these vaults are very tough. So you stepped in the vault, and immediately you're in a randomly generated dimension. You'll be starting in a room to connect to a main big area, followed by smaller tunnels leading to other big areas. To note, there is a 25-minute timer ticking down as you're in here. Regen is completely disabled, so bring any kind of regen is essential if you don't have any regen skills. Once in the vault, enemies will spawn, and it will be roughly tough to fight against, so your best bet is not to fight them as much, loot as much as you can, and get out, since you don't need to fight the boss, since the first few vaults will not have a locked modifier. There are modifiers in the vaults, however I will not go over them in this video as there's a lot of them, and this will probably make the video even longer than it already has to be. You can find these modifiers on the wiki if you'd like. However, be sure not to die or run out of time, as you will lose all your gear and won't gain any EXP. As a final note, be on the lookout for any interesting stone that has a color, tint, or whatever to them. They're very noticeable if you are looking on the lookout for them. These are gems that will be used for treasure rooms that exist within the vaults, and many other things outside of the vaults, such as crafting. We can finally take the pin out of skills and knowledge points, and finally talk about them. Now, like I said before, you can upgrade your leveling outside of the vaults. That being with vault burgers and any kind of stew, so upgrade your levels to give you more skill points. However, this is very risky due to the fact that upgrading your level means the vaults will get harder as you progress. If you don't want to go that route, skill orbs are the best bet. All you need is an orb frame and 8 skill shards, and will give you a free skill point without needing to upgrade your level at all. Skill shards can also be crafted with using 9 skill essence. Everything is found in the vault. Finally, knowledge stars. You need a star core and 8 star shards in order to craft a knowledge star. Star shards can be crafted with star essences, 9 of them. Everything can be in the vault as well. Nowhere in the overworld. Just like the skilled orbs, these don't actually increase your level, as you cannot get any knowledge points when you do level up. Now, in order to use these, all you have to do is press H, which will bring up a GUI of everything that is available in Vault Hunters, with abilities, talents, and researches. Abilities are upon activation or passive activations. Usually are also activated. For instance, Vein Miner will allow you to break more blocks by pressing your ability key, default of G. Self-sustain will make you eat your own flesh or replenish food with taking some damage, which is weird, but if you need that in a pinch, it can always be there for you. Mega Jump will make you jump in the air. Dash will make you dash in a direction. Cleanse will remove negative effects. Tank will make you take less damage, but you'll be slowed while getting slowed down for a short duration, so you'll be slower while taking less damage. So it's kind of like Turtle Master. Execute will do a final blow, dealing damage equal to the missing health. Eternals are very different, however. You can only use Eternals in the vaults. And you can only get Eternals by choosing traders. Traders can be found in the vaults. Vault treasure rooms, to be exact. Talents are passive abilities, such as Well Fit, giving you more health, Strength, giving you more damage overall, Regen is obviously regen, Resistance is resistance, Stone Skin is knockback resistance, and so on and so forth. Some skills do actually open up when you take certain skills, such as Well Fit opens up Chunky, Parry opens up Ninja, Resistance opens up Carapace. Finally, researches. You need a certain amount of research points to unlock those mods in order to craft them. For instance, if I wanted to start crafting waystones and use them, I would need to use a point in waystones. Same for every other mod, and some mods will unlock the other mods, such as Storage Noob will unlock Storage Master will unlock this, and so on and so forth. Decorator will give you Decorator Pro. That about does it for at least a basic introduction to the mod pack. It's a newly developed mod pack, everything is subject to change, and of course there's probably some things I definitely did miss. But that's what the wiki is for. It's being still developed, I believe, but if you do need help, the wiki exists, as well as Iscal's Discord also exists with really friendly people in order to help you in the future. With crashes, or just help in general, like tips and tricks as well, that I don't even know. If you do enjoy this video, please subscribe, please, go to my Twitch, I stream there. I'll probably be streaming this mod pack eventually when I get more comfortable with it. You're all gamers, I love you all. If you do get the mod pack, do tell me your experiences, and if you do have any questions, I will try to answer them, but do keep in mind I'm not 100% confident in this mod pack yet. Everything is new to me. Anyways, signing off now. See ya.